So I don't know what happened. OBS changed me over to default, whatever that is. So thank you, Izzy. Yes. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Shiny Shuriken stream. We're here. What I said was Pokemon did it. They released possibly the worst raid event ever in the history of ever. So here we are, and we'll hunt around and hopefully snag Shiny Gimmighoul. So I have done some, of course. Let me think here. So what I'm gonna do, I am honestly, and yo, what's up, Bruno, Izzy, Shadow Wolfman, what's up, and Ferret, what's up? We're shiny. We're shiny on the worst raid event. Makes sense. I am connected to the internet, so hold on. I was developing a little routine here to do this. So what we're going to do, we're gonna fly over here. So here's what I'm gonna give you guys advice on. Okay, I'm gonna give you the truth. All right. There's a few ways you can do this. One, you can check all the event raids on your page for the day. You know, you can do that. You can check all of them and then wait for the next day. You can check, your friends can check theirs, and then you check next day and all that stuff. You can do the legitimate way, or you can do this, which is date skipping. Whatever your opinions on are, I don't care. It's not really, if they're gonna limit us like this, then they lose my faith in them to do the right thing. So I'll show you this is my first time ever date skipping. I had to look it up earlier. But you can date skip. You don't gotta shut the game off for it. So you can just jump back and forth basically between the 21st and the 22nd, reset your map, and get, you know, new raids to check. So I've done like 24, I think 24 raids. Mac hacks. I'm a hacker. There it is, confirmed. But there's really no other way to check these. So it's either this, or you hope and pray that in the 11 days that the, you know, 3, maybe 4 if you're lucky. On one of my resets, on one of my map resets, I got 0. I got 0 5-stars. Yes, I got 0 5-star shinies. So as you can see, it just told you that my map reset, and here we are. Ooh, that's kind of cool though. And of course you get new outbreaks every time you do this as well. But we're just looking for these guys right here. So what you do is you just check for 5 stars. Check for 5 stars. Go battle it. Save in front of it. Battle it. And if you find a shiny, save it and share with your friends. That's what I would do. And that's what I've been doing today. So like I said, let's see here. Here you go. Let's see here. What am I at? 6, 8. So I'm 22. 22 raids. 22 raids, 22 5-star raids, 0 shinies, okay? So it's up to you on how legitimate you want to be. I don't really find the date and time skip, which just resets the map and allows you to continue your hunt appropriately. I don't really find that inappropriate. I don't find that really doing anything other than allowing you to continue your odds. You got 8th in the Evolution tournament. What's the Evolution tournament? Evolution tournament in what? Yes, only 5-star raids can be shiny. So it's completely up to you guys on how you want to handle it. My opinion is to just reset until you find one. I would still work with your friends on this. Like, if you want to try to do, like I said, the legitimate way, I can tell you right now, you probably won't get a Gimmighoul. So everything is full odds. So that is 1 in 4,092 or 1 in 4,103. I've seen 2 different numbers today on Twitter, which has been weird. I always thought it was 492. One of my maps, I did a reset, like I said earlier, 0 5-stars. So I didn't even get a chance on the map reset. So there's a chance your map could reset tomorrow if you're doing it the legit way. And you won't even get a chance to check for shiny Gimmighoul. So, again, you guys, the Pokemon Company does nothing to basically help us out with our life, so don't always feel like you have to play by their rules. So I'm going to check them. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check it. I'll save in front of it. I'll check it. And if it's a shiny, then I'll host it. I'll host the heck out of it tonight, you know? And help everybody get some. Pokemon Unite. Common Pokemon Company L. Yeah, the Pokemon Company takes nothing but L's and paychecks. I do the code. I'm not going to do the code. It takes me, you know, not very long to get through a raid with a Spathra. It's not shiny. So, to me, I think the best use of time is everybody be doing this. Like, instead of me hosting raids that aren't shiny for everybody, I would say, oh, the gift code. Still, I'll continue my thought. Everybody should start checking their own maps. Like, it's not a benefit to host everybody in this. Yeah. No, I haven't done the gift code yet, though. Have not done the gift code. Let's go check, make sure YouTube's not being a hater. Not yet, they're not. It's been 20 days since any luck in Shinyland? None of the Gimmighoul's, but today, while I've been going around to the raids, I will tell you I've gotten a shiny Axew, shiny Makuhita, which were back to back, by the way. And then a shiny Skidoo. Oh, am I on this fine Thursday morning? It's Wednesday for me. So it's Wednesday night. It's raining. It's storming out. So if anything happens to the stream, that's why. But I'm doing good. I'm all right. Just chilling. Trying to find some Gimmighouls. I haven't even watched the direct. You just reminded me, Edgy. Also, hi, Edgy. So yes, I've had some good luck. I don't think that's shiny. I've definitely had some good luck running around the shiny land. Joined Furret for a hot second on a Union Circle that was completely unnecessary. Apparently Furret pulled an all-nighter, stayed up all night with their friends. Joined that call. Yeah, I was in and out. Yep. Furret was apparently making jokes with his friends about, oh, let's stay up for an all-nighter for the Pokemon Direct, or for the Nintendo Direct. Which, I don't know why that would constitute an all-nighter, but alright. Not a shiny. Alright. He told me that, and I'm like, what? Why? Yeah, we just kept joking about it, and then we did it. It's so weird, bro. So weird. I'm excited for Pokemon I have seen in the trailer. I can't wait. Tell me all the new Pokemon that are out in the trailer, because I haven't watched it. So I heard Furret and Sentret are coming back. That's cool. Because I do need a Sentret really bad. So I can get my Furret in my shiny living decks. Last night I made a goal. I actually set a reminder on my phone to remind me about Sunkern's Spotlight Hour in Pokemon Go. And I went out. It took me 19 minutes and I got my shiny Sunkern, so I was able to swap that into Pokemon Home and complete my shiny Sunkern Sunflora lines. That was kind of cool. Still no Darkrai. No Darkrai. Mac, unlike your nursing home, we don't have a lights out. I don't have a lights out, bro. I go to bed whenever I want. How many times have you seen me stream super late or some stuff? I did a little sleep lock where I didn't even go to bed. You're telling me I live at a nursing home. You live at a nursing home. I'm gonna go be addicted to One Piece. Good luck. Excuse me? I have been mixtures of walking and running to raids. Or walking and teleporting, I should say. And yeah, I have gotten some shinies that way, and I've also transported right into one before, so both, I guess, work. 5 on a Titan, though? 5 on a Titan? I'm gonna do it real quick. 5 on a Titan, that could drop some herbs. Hashtag Pokemon Company hates Darkrai. Facts. This is discrimination against my boy. Check Discord. Alright, what do we got? We got Vulpix and Ninetales, which means Alolan Vulpix and Ninetales are coming back. Golem is coming back! Yo, I'm so... Yo, Zebstrika is coming? That's actually so hype. And I get to play with Gliscor finally? Outside of trash BDSP? Nice. I like it. I like it. That's pretty cool. No Spinarak and Ariados. I'm actually hoping for Spinarak. I'd love to see Spinarak come back. Sure, you really gonna torture yourself? Torture myself with the Gimmighoul? Or whatever I just said. I don't know what I just said. I forget my own words moments after I say them. Hey, yo, did you just yawn, bro? Odds are crap. I know they're crap, but, I mean, that's what I'm doing, so. This is what it is. Some of the Pokemon I love are in their list. That's awesome. I'm excited. That's super cool. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's just full odds. Entrainment. Did you just swap my ability? I don't know if that's good or bad, giving me thick bat. I think I'm asleep now. He just entrained everybody. And I mean, it's the only way to get the shiny. And Golden Go is really clutch mon for for VGC. I'm really wanting to use Chimecho and Yanmega. I have battled with Yanmega before. I mean, it's a lot better with the Mega. But, of course, he'd get a defense drop. Of course, he'd get a defense drop. I'm excited to play with Golem, bro. It's like low-key in my top tier of shinies for some reason. I don't know why. It's not great. It's not great. But we'll see. A Alolan Golem will be cool. I got a trade proposal. Knicks trade for Rudy and you get Julius Randle. Ooh. Throw in 2 first-round picks and I'll do it. 2 first-round picks minimal for anything we trade Rudy away for. We have to get at least 2 to 3 of the 5 first-rounders we gave away. I really like Gliscor. It was fun to try and use it. Yeah, I've never had a shiny Gliscor before to battle with, I mean. So now that I have some from both BDSP and... Where else did I get shiny Gliscor from? I feel like I have multiple. We might have to get the Blazers involved so the Knicks can get Dame too. I guess like if I got their number 3 and a couple of future firsts. You just got gimme? Hey, let's go, bitch me. Stop the Meganium. Oh, I do hope Meganium comes back. The only 3 Pokemon I need for Gen 2 are Furret, Chikorita, and Bayleaf. That's it. That's all I need left for Gen 2, and then I would be done with my 2nd generation of Pokemon. Time to go on Showdown and start cooking. I like it. Hey, there we go. Spicy and a sour herb. Did I just see an ability patch? No, it was a health feather. It's like, there's no way I got an ability patch. Meganium is coming back? It's not on this graphic. Hey, I use a lot of those ability patches. I don't know if I have I might have like 8 left. I mean, I'm being a little bit cautious with them, but I have 9. I have 9. I have 9. I don't think Meganium was showing. All the starters are coming back? I've heard this before, though, so I can't believe it until I see it. $32 ability patches? Yeah, I'll take them all. No, I'm just kidding. I have been trying to build Pokemon, but I mean, it is what it is. It's not abundantly exciting. Ooh, I could do this one, maybe. Okay. I would like it if Meganium came back. I would like to try battling with Meganium. I would really like Feraligatr to come back. That's another one that I was really excited to use in BDSP, and then found out BDSP's battling everything is terrible and trash, so then I didn't. Stream idea: for every non-shiny you see is an extra day Bruno stays in Guantanamo Bay prison. Wow. Bruno's going to Guantanamo, huh? That's kind of crazy. You know, in all the raids I've done, which I wish we saw stats, I still haven't seen a shiny raid. Still haven't gotten a shiny raid. 0 shiny raids. Ooh. Ooh, actually, that's gonna do some damage on me, bro. That's like double stab on a massive... I bet you this crap is adaptability. I might not win this alone. We'll see. I'm dead. I'm literally dead from this. 100%. Oh, what? Why did the first one do like 3/4 damage and then that one did a third, maybe? There's a crit. I almost think it might have been better for me to die. Maybe? I don't know. I forgot. Yeah, Mega has speed boost and tinted lens. Yep. Stream idea: for every time for it Speak gets an extra day, he gets my list for having Bishop on his profile. Oh, I can Terra? Might as well start. Doesn't he have a... No, he doesn't have a Mega, does he? No. He's pretty good. Speed boost, 116 special attack, 95 base speed. I mean, 1 speed boost puts you up there. Toxic. We don't got to do all that. You don't got to do that. going Terra Poison, I know Dragalge's base is still poison, but if you go Terra Poison, would that give you 100% accuracy with Toxic? Don't kill. Don't kill. Or I bet you that's why I did little damage. Oh, bro, what? Let me go. I require your help with team building. I can't decide between Dragonite or Cyclizar. Those are very different role players on the team. What are you trying to build? I think I died at Toxic this turn. Yep. That's a bummerooskies. I don't know. What's the rest of the team? Dual Dark and Dragon team only. Types I can use. I don't know, bro. What's the rest of the team? Because if you're are you building a team around something? I mean, you can build a team around either one. Sableye, Dragapult, Cyclizar, Rory Moon, King Gambit, and Baxcalibur. Yo, 6-star Dragalge and all gave me is an ability capsule. I love this game. Sableye. I'd say Cyclizar fits your... Yeah, Cyclizar. It's going to be able to help you. I mean, Dragonite can do well, but you already have a bunch of attackers, and Cyclizar could help you set up for them. So it's up to you. I would say Cyclizar for that team comp. Show me your nose. Yeah, that's freaking cool. Every time I see that Pokemon in the wild, it's so freaking cool. If you guys ever just hit your ankle really hard and hurt for like 2 days, I've sprained my ankle and whatnot. Probably bone bruised it, bro. If you hit it really hard, you could have bruised your bone. They're all just in a row. Hit it pretty hard. Could have bruised your bone. If it still hurts like that. I don't know what your definition of hurts really bad is. Mine basically means it's almost falling off. Don't ask how. Which girl did you fall on this time? So what is the deal with the shiny chance? Yo, what's up, Mugus? Full odds. So not very good, not very likely. But we out here. We date skipping. And it's only 5 stars. Only 5 stars have the shiny chance. So it's a little even worse. But we might as well try for a little while, right? I mean, I can do terror raids for an hour or 2. So we gin and caught you. I can't put a Genmon in my shiny living decks, but For comp usage, you can do a shiny Gimmighoul and Golden Goat now. I'm sure the bots will get updated. Sad thing, we can't do moves just yet with the Pokemon on Showdown, but I can already cook up some sets. Oh Lord, we cooking? I made a joke earlier, Game Freak just likes pissing their fans off. Oh, I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. I do think they really enjoy making our lives terrible. Is this a Lonely Greedent or a Zorua? Yeah, that's what I thought. Five star? No? Dang. I think the Orthworm is the coolest outbreak I've gotten so far. I had a Bramblin, which was cool, or Bramble. Which one's the pre-evolution one? Had one of those. Had Varoom, which is all the time. Finnison. I get Finnison a lot. Do you guys get Finnison in your outbreaks all the time? I do. Oh, I'm just going higher and higher. Dang. No shiny Gardevoir. Oh, I should check for my Spiritombs, I guess. Ha, nope. I wonder if that's how What's-His-Dude got his Spiritomb, because he said he wasn't going to breed for it, so he must have date skipped. That's not what I want. There we go. Sugar looks most impressive from the Direct. I haven't watched it. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched it. I haven't even seen the Pokemon part. I'm a terrible PokeTuber. I haven't even watched the Pokemon news. Dragon Quest Monsters. I heard about Batman Arkham Knight series. That sounds cool. Very cool. Almost made a reaction to just that trailer. That's pretty cool. I would consider buying the Batman series. Yo, what's up, Barry? I would consider getting that. I loved it on PS4, 3, 5. It was never 5. It was either 3 and 4. I think it was 3 and 4. Moonball, Great Ball, Herb Sausages. Oh, snap. Barry's re-upping, starting at the... Oh, nope. She's got her Ash Greninja icon. Let's go. Super Mario RPG. Can't wait for that. Nice. All right, so this is all I'm doing. See, I just checked my whole map. I think I had one Gimmighoul chance in there. One single check. Terrible odds, terrible chances, you guys. That's why I say, like, you basically have to do this. You have to date skip. You can't not date skip. All I'm doing simply is just switching it back and forth between current day and tomorrow. Usually works. Sometimes it doesn't, though. See, like right there, it didn't work. You're almost all the way growing up as a Froggo. The final one is to become the shiny Ash Greninja. Yo, what's up, Abdullah? I'm good. How are you? Yo, what's up, JR? You got a shiny? Yo, congratulations. We are looking around. I'm not even attempting this hunt. Odds too ridiculous. The odds are too ridiculous for a lot of people. I get it. I get it. It's why I have ultimately, for the first time in my life, ever date skipped. I had to look up how to do it today. So, I'm good too. Thanks for asking. No worries. Hope everyone's doing well. I do. I hope everybody is succeeding. This is the second one. You got a second one? Or you just, oh, you got a shiny, oh, and it's your second. Oh, I get you. I get what you're saying. It would be cool if, what would be really nice is if they opened it up to a full odds encounter for the various chest Gimmighoul locations after the event. I use it to manipulate outbreaks. Yeah, there we go. We got a 5-star. So like I said on the last reset of my map, I only got one 5-star Gimmighoul out of that whole thing. Did I save? I don't know if I saved. I think I just went to my start menu. They should at least give you some good odds for the event. I mean, something, right? Something. Yeah, so like I tried not to ever be a date skipper. I mean, I've been in people's raids that have date skipped and stuff in Gen 8, but I've never done it myself. It should have been affected by his charm. It still would have only moved it down to like 1 in 2,000. Just 1 5-star on the map. Hey, I had one earlier. 0 5-stars. All 3s and 4s. All 3s and 4s. Terrible. Terrible, terrible. I think a really good way to do this event would have been to give out Gimmighoul coins and then give one guaranteed shiny, let you catch it, just like what they've been doing for all the legendary and stuff raids, or legendaries and starters. Make it one of those. Why didn't they just make it one of those? Give a guaranteed shiny, get one, and then you can just battle it, give them a bunch of opportunities, make it a bunch of 5-stars, and battle for the event or the Gimmighoul coins and stuff. Like, go continuously do the raids for Gimmighoul coins and for other resources. That would have been super good. Gonna be lurking because I'm drawing. Hey, I like to hear that you're drawing, Barry. Have fun with your drawing. I think that would have been, to me, that would have been the best thing they could have done. This is not so great. I mean, people are doing it though. Let's be honest, people are doing it. Typical Pokemon, they know we really want this shiny, so they make it limited. Typical Pokemon not doing anything the right way. Yo, what's up? Scorch Salamander. I named my shiny Gimmighoul Tax Fraud. Hey, I like that. I like that name. If this is a shiny, which I don't think it is, I'm gonna name it Tax Fraud. How's your art purge? I got an A+. Yo, congrats on the A+, Barry. That is not a shiny, I don't think. I named my other one IRS. I'm gonna name mine, I don't know. I feel like I would want to name mine Scrooge McDuck. I'm gonna name mine Financing. I don't think that's a shiny. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's not. I got to Master Ball tier in ranked doubles. First time I tried it, but it took a while to get there. Yo, congratulations, Abdullah. That's awesome. I haven't even done any rank. I don't think I've done a ranked battle at all this generation. Mark hunted my whole team except Chien Pao. Nope. As far as shiny, I'm gonna keep it Golden Go. It already has a great name. All right, we're going over here. A bunch of them right here. That's kind of sucks. I haven't done any ranks, any ranked battling. I mean, I went and played in Hartford and Orlando regionals, so I mean, I guess that kind of counts as ranked play. I haven't been motivated to play this game. Four. Ooh, it is raining good outside. Shoot. Yo, what's up, DePontis? How are you? I'm good. Long time no see. Yeah, what's up? Same here. Just ain't as fun anymore. Nah, it's just not fun. I've had fun at the regionals. They've been alright. Game Freak is screwing us over. I just got really lucky. Yeah. I mean, it's still a solid game. It just has not as much longevity as it typically does. So, I don't know. It's all in how you want to play it. I still have things I could be doing in here. I just don't really care to do it. I have all of the Skeledirge line, all of the Quackable line, and 2 of the Meowscarada line left to Shiny Hunt. And I just don't care. And then beyond that, I have 3 Family Mousehold and 3 Segmented Dunsparce. Name my shiny Stunseed. Which one? Am I going to Pokemon Worlds? No. No, I'm not going to Pokemon Worlds. It's in Japan. I have traveled a ton this year. I've been able to do a lot this year, but I'm not going to Worlds. Maybe next year, though. I would maybe go next year. Maybe if I plan out for it. We'll see. Depends on if I'm a dad at the time, too. That would also weigh into that one. So we'll see. I think it'd be fun. I was just talking to Talonmaster Jay yesterday or 2 days ago, and I was like, I agree that I told him, I said, I think a spectator pass would be really fun. Like, yeah, of course it'd be fun to compete, but you got to be up at like 5 a.m. to get into your competitions and stuff, and I don't know, it's a lot. It's a lot. I think it'd be really fun to be a spectator. Yo, what's up, CA? Just name one Stunseed backwards. That's funny. Yo, what's up? Can't think of a username. Yo, long time no see. How are you? There's so many lotteries for different events at Worlds. Why didn't you ask questions about my bingo board? Got you again. Got him. Got him. I'm gonna say, I'm like, Stunseed doesn't really make sense for a Gimmighoul, but I don't make fun of people's nicknames. What's the point if you can't do everything at Worlds? Well, I mean, it depends on if you're competing. If you're competing, it's pretty cool to say you're competing. I did it to you a couple months ago. Okay. It's at least it's not a bad one. My bingo board was made at 3 a.m. and looks like a crackhead made it. I mean, all right. That's one thing. I would like to go to Worlds. I think one of my favorite things about the regionals that I've been to was definitely the amount of card shops. And it wasn't even that many, if we're being serious. It wasn't that much. It was a lot, but like, I'm sure Worlds is going to be 5 to 10 times greater than what I had at regionals. Wait, are you going to Worlds? Who asked me if I'm going to Worlds? I don't know. Who's going to Worlds? Are you? I almost hit don't catch. You did get that bingo. I did see it. DePontis, you're going to Worlds and you're competing in TCG? Really? That's freaking awesome, man. Congratulations. That is super awesome. Congratulations. That's very cool. I've missed out on 2 locals in my area that I'm really sad about. I really want to go to a locals, find out that there's not as great of a scene, and then just proceed to win one. I think that'd be so funny. Nope. Nope. Nada. I think there's one. Oh boy. Let's see. I checked that one. I need to go check this one. Well, congratulations on being able to compete at Worlds in TCG, DePontis. And best of luck. I will actually... What's your name going to be there? Like, I don't... Do they... No, Pokemon Go lets people use the Pogo name. But I think TCG and VGC force people to use their real names. So, I don't know. I mean, if you want to share your real name, by all means, you do not have to. But if you do, it'd be cool to be able to, like, cheer for you and stuff. You could definitely win a locals. I think I could win a locals. I don't think you guys realize, like, I'm literally... Especially after Hartford, if I would have put Water Pulse over Hydro Pump, I would have top cut. I would have been a Water Pulse using top cutter. Like, I guarantee I would have top cut. Just changed my name to Wooper God. And what were you before? Are you the Scorched Salamander? It doesn't tell me when you change your name. Okay. Davey Pontus is my real name. Bro, I'm gonna actually watch TCG stream looking out for you. That's freaking cool. That's so cool. Plus you don't get to, I mean, not like everybody gets to brag about how they made it to Worlds, so that's freaking awesome. I also think that I could win a locals on BGC. I would say with very, very, very little prep, I do extremely well. It is raining like crazy outside right now. Show me a sorta white Gimmighoul. That's not racist. I don't think so. I don't think that's shiny. I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sick of yawning. Could use a monster, Izzy. Next year is going to be easier to get the invite because we will have locals from beginning of the season. Yeah, that'd be cool. In Georgia, too, it's raining harder. I'm sure I would be surprised by there being more local Pokemon players than I think, but I feel like in my area, I'm a lock to win a local by default. The The only thing I worry about, and I'm sure that they would do divisions, the only thing I've worried about, especially when they announced the first local in my area, which I've been out of town both times. Both locals I have not been present for, which I'm super annoyed by. So, when they announced it, I was like, are there divisions at the locals like there are at the regionals? And I'm sure there is, but imagine if I walked in there and I just get the default win because I'm the only Masters player. Like, what if it's a bunch of seniors and juniors? And I just, you know, you ain't getting a monster because you don't want it. I keep drinking it all by myself. I want my monster buddy back. I could go for a monster right now. I almost bought one over last weekend. I almost bought one. Monster tastes like battery acid? Well, battery acid is pretty delicious then. BRB, gotta walk the dogs. Have fun, Barry. I prefer Mountain Dew. I mean, it doesn't bother. I mean, one's a soda and one's an energy drink, so I mean, they're different. What did I have? I had a Baja Blast last week. I don't have Baja Blast all the time. And sometimes you forget how tasty, delicious it is. There is Mountain Dew Energy. Yeah, but they're both made by the same company. That doesn't look shiny. I don't think so. The draft, by the way, has commenced for FBL. I am back in a draft league, not by choice. I was forced into it. For it. So I am in Final Battle League, aka FBL, hosted by Kiwi and Bishme. Nope. I wonder if any of these are no good speed. A no good speed would be crazy though, right? Am I bugging, or would no good speed Golden Go be kind of good? What's the shiny chance? Full odds, man. Full odds. No shiny charm impact. 1 in 4,000. 1 in 4,100, basically. From my understanding of it all. So not very good. Not very good at all. Possibly, but I haven't been able to do any battles recently, so I can't say nothing. Where's the shiny Axew from? Oh, where's the shiny Axew? I just ran into it while I was running between raids. Just ran into it. It was just walking around, being a little shiny, being a little different colored, and I was like, oh, hey. Hey there, Chief. Hey, bud. Hey, what you doing? You look a little different. Can I help you? AKA kidnap? That's right, confirmed kidnapping. Pokemon, capturing Pokemon is confirmed kidnapping. We're all just a bunch of kidnappers. Oh, I got a Dynamo outbreak? Okay. Kidnapping is cool, kids. Make sure to always have Pokeballs in stock to do so. See, I could have made a really bad joke there. But I don't think it's I mean, I know it's not appropriate, but I think it's like that inappropriate that I shouldn't say it at all. So it's too bad. It's funny in my head. Or maybe I'm just messed up. Who knows? Could be both. I was going to start out the day by doing resets in Legends Arceus for the Grass Burmy. And then we got the news of Gimmighoul. Animal Crossing isn't any better. You commit tax fraud. Nice. Tax fraud is definitely better than kidnapping, though. See, we got Roberto, the Cyclozar, Excalibur, the Excalibur, Child Puncher, the Dragapult, Sableye, Mustache Man, the King Gambit, and Moan Man, the Roaring Moon. Oh, jeez. Why do I read anything that Furret types? Anybody want to explain that concept to me? Why did I go this way? Arson is better than both. No. I'm gonna say tax fraud's okay because you're just stealing from a corrupt country, so I mean it's not that bad. It sucks when you get caught, but not bad. Not bad. F the government. Cool. Where are we at? So my Twitter was blowing up today about Tom Holland. And I'm just going to check to see who in this chat knows what I'm talking about. My Twitter was like just Tom Holland this and Tom Holland that and a lot of memes. I think Furret knows. I was like, why is Tom Holland trending all over my Twitter? And then I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. Detective Pikachu 2. Yep, that's it. He's going to star in Detective Pikachu 2. As a non-Twitter user, I feel like I dodged a bullet. I will tell you that, obviously, if you don't know, Tom Holland is dating Zendaya. Or how, I don't know if I even said that right. I mean, I think I said her name right. I'm pretty sure that's it. So, he's dating Zendaya. And then, Zendaya's in her new movie coming up. She basically has adult relations with two men at the same time. And so everybody, there were some shots of it released like in a trailer or something. And everybody was like, "Oh, Tom, we're so sorry for you, bro." Bro, there was some pretty clever memes out there. I'm not gonna lie. If I was Tom, I would have stayed off the internet today, but it was funny in ways. Good. If you haven't seen it, I'd say go check it out. It's funny. Why they do them like that? Honestly, it was so bad, bro. One of my favorites was when Spider-Man helps Thanos. And it shows the same picture and the two guys are gone. I like that one. Thanos' snap got rid of the two guys. Wait, where am I going right now? I don't even know where I'm going. I don't select anything. Let's see here. I should check this out. And again, they're doing the deed to Zendaya? Oh. I'm having a good day until you brought that back up. How does that affect your day? How in the world would anything happening with a celebrity... Honestly, I'm going to tell you guys something. If you don't know who David Attenborough is, one, you disgust me. 2, he's like the only person in the entire world that I don't know, who I know is a celebrity, who I would be like maybe impacted by if something happened to him or if he died. But all the other celebrities, like, it'd be like, oh, that's too bad. It's because you're old? No, it's because I don't care about people that have no impact in my life, bro. I mean, it's a shame if somebody passes away early in their life, but like, people get weirdly attached to celebrities, bro. It's weird. It's weird. I think my day's actually better because of that. Yeah, I don't know why your day would be worse. I don't feel like age has anything to do with it. I feel like it's just... Maybe it does. Maybe the older people have better functioning brains. I don't know. Parasocial relationships can get nuts. They're weird. I would start a riot if William Shatner dies. See, that's... I mean, if the sentiment of that is that you will feel a certain type of way because a large figure of your life passes, fine, but like, people literally start riots because of these celebrities dying, and bro, it's so weird. But if you were to tell me, like, I would maybe shed a tear if William Shatner died, I'd be like, all right, okay, I'll respect that. I respect that, you know. Maybe you grew up watching Star Trek with your dad. I don't know. But like David Attenborough just has like, he is, I don't know, he's like the world's grandpa. So. I would start a riot if a wrestler dies. I'm that kind of person. You ain't on my level. Izzy, are you obsessed with wrestling? What are the odds? Yo, what's up, Caleb? The odds are 1 in 4,100 on 5-star raids only. 1 in 4,100. Not very good. Izzy's in the WWE. I watched a show called Better Late Than Never that had Bill Shatner. I don't have childhood attachments like that, so... yeah. That just makes... I can see Izzy bringing out the steel chair. Izzy does feel like a steel chair kind of user, right? She's very much... like, she's somebody who cuts a hole in the canvas and pulls a chair out in a cage match. Yeah. She's definitely the type. 100%. Like, she pretends like she tripped and fell over by the corner, and then, like, she, like, pulls out a steel chair and turns around and completely dismantles someone's jaw. That's our Izzy. All right, I don't know why that one doesn't. It was working. It works sometimes. Yeah. She definitely performing an RKO. 100%. 100%. Real one. Where's my notification? Sweet chin music or pedigree? Pedigrees! Bruh. I gotta say that. Oh, look at that. I got a Tauros outbreak. That's kind of cool. I don't know why I said it like that. I apologize. Sableye, Yungoos, Swablu. Tauros is a kind of cool outbreak, bro. Oh, what? In what world is Dondozo spawning here? In what world does Dondozo spawn right there, huh? JoJo, and Demon Slayer? I will take your word for it. I've been watching, well, my friend and I, we've been watching the show on Netflix, I Think You Should Leave. It's pretty stupid humor. And him and I both agree, it's kind of hit or miss. Not every skit's funny. A lot of them give like kind of a try-hard impression, but there's some good ones in there. This is a horde of beached fish. You're a beached fish. Underground, the Dondozos are underground. They can go underground, like to the Earth's core. They swim in lava? Oh god, look at how far off this one is. CalicoCutPants.com. You gotta give. Have you ever been at work and peed your pants? All your coworkers laughing at you? Try CalicoCutPants.com for a quick and fast replacement of pants. Best shoe brand is Vans? Okay. No, but my coworkers waterboarded a rat. Excuse me? I need my monster. There's no way I can get a monster right now. This isn't like the old days in Fargo when I could run down the street. The streets here in Florida are significantly longer. What's the best shoe brand for it? Gotta stop and look at all the tough shinies. See if there's a shiny in there. You never know. The more you know. Reading Rainbow. Bro, I could watch the heck out of some Reading Rainbow right now. Let's have a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. They got it in the box, threw it in a bucket, filled the bucket with water, bleach, and whatever other chemicals. Excuse me? Excuse me? Bro, that's some straight up torture. That's like animal abuse, bro. Not cool. I do not approve. What is this? That's a Jolteon. That's a whole Jolteon right there. Of course, Furret thinks it's funny. Furret was the one they text for how to do it. They're like, Furret, we got a rat. And he's like, okay, here's what you do. You got some chemicals? Not the rat dying. They didn't release it, and then I guess they did know another way to kill it. I have so many questions. So many questions. Let's have a look. Bro. How many of you guys watch Reading Rainbow in your life? A better option would be to light it on fire. No. I've stepped on plenty of rats in my life. Stepping on them kills them. Pretty quick. Pretty quick. Reading Rainbow is fire? Fire, you just moved up a notch in my book. Even more fire than Canada. Bro, Canada? You know what I've learned from social media? Canada does not care for us complaining about the smoke that their fires are sending us. Have you guys seen any of that? Like, Canadians are like, America needs to stop being concerned about their smoke and worried about the people that are dying in Canada. I'm like, fair. Fair. It's a fair point. I'll give you that one. Aw, Steenie was just... Oh. If it was facing the other way, that would have been funny. But it was... I was like, gonna say, Steenie's just looking over the cliff, checking all the views. Bro, I don't know why I'm yawning so much, son. Okay, but hold up. Here's my problem with number 2. Well, more so your extension of number 2. Because yes, it probably is unsanitary. But are you trying to say that putting them in a shoebox filled with water and chemicals is better? Because, I don't know. I don't know about that. It was a see-through rat trap. Wait, you had a rat trap? Well, then why are we talking about this at all? Then you don't gotta step on it. It sounded like a shoebox. I don't know why it sounded like... The story made it sound like it was a shoebox. Bunch of heathens just waterboarding a rat. Oh, golly gee, she's sure raining cats and dogs out there. That's my impression of Mildred. She's an 87-year-old woman from South Dakota. You have a problem, you just light it on fire. Nope, not always. What if the problem is fire? How do you light the fire on fire? How do I burn the fire? Ryan started the fire. Hey! Excuse me, Mr. Toros man. I'm going to kill Mildred. Wow, Mildred's probably, I mean, she's an old lady. Why you gotta kill her? I give Mildred a day and an RKO to boot. God, y'all, what did Mildred do? She was just informing you about the weather. It's what old people do. Guys, answer me a question. How many of your parents have rain gauges? Mildred had it coming? The RKO or the death by ferret? The world was turned. Ryan started the fire. Hey, fire guy! Pretty great. Pretty great. I hated Ryan's character. Oh, he was awful. Mildred knew what she did in 66. She knew like she doesn't know anymore. Oh my, ferret. That's a little much. Just a wee bit too much there, young lad. That's Mildred's cousin from Ireland. Mildrin. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yup. That's it. That's the one. I just started the fire. Ever since I reset over a Shiny Doug Trio, I've been really wanting to encounter one. I'm like, I need retribution on that one. It's just the normal for it. Yeah. I'm coming for your mother, Izzy. Wait, Ferret, you're gonna come to my house? I'm so confused. Ferret's coming to my house? Didn't tell me. Wait, hold on, Izzy. Did Ferret tell you? Wait, did your mom tell you? Nah. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Your mom jokes, right? Yeah. Right under my nose. I don't know how you expected anything less. Plus, your mom's the one who told me I needed to get off the monster. She said my heart was racing, and she told me that the only thing that my heart could race for was her. I thought we agreed. I'm sorry. It was all just there in front of me. Have you guys ever watched Letterkenny? That was between you and Mac. Technically, my mom was, or her mom. Oh no. A Clodsire. No, I'm not gonna do that one. Yes, I'm adopted now. Oh, jeez. No, Halucha. Are there... never mind. This is my favorite thing about this game. Just leaping. Sploosh. Head first. Imagine working at Culver's. Imagine getting all the free... What is it? Custard? Soft serve custard? Does anyone know Ferret's address? I have some definitely not arson related business. I don't. I can tell you that Ferret does not live with Izzy's mom. What is soft serve? I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water. Where did my water cup go, though? I must have taken it downstairs already. I'll be right back. My mom is such a selfish woman. She went to live with MacPoint and didn't even invite me to meet him. The horrors of life. That sounds like a conversation you have to have with your mom. I feel like Furret did something while I was gone. What did he do? Imagine I get a shiny though. Imagine. That'd be crazy. I want to say something, but it's bad for the YouTube chat. See, there it is. I knew he did something. See what's going on in the FBL draft. Nothing. Oh, it's gonna be a long time before it gets to gets back to me. I got the wheel pick, number 12. It's always nice to dream, Mac. You getting a shiny is more rare than Bruno being smart. I don't feel like Bruno's that dumb. Alright, here we go. I will say that I don't expect it to happen, if I'm being honest. I could spend each day, I could spend 15 hours every day doing these raids, and I still might not get one. And I would say that's very likely to not get one. Because I think in just 10 hours, I think that what you average is, I'm going to be on the very high end. I'm going to say this on the very high end. I think in 10 hours, you could average 15 5-star Gimmighoul checks. 45, what did I say? In 10 hours, 45 5-star Gimmighoul checks, okay? So 10 hours a day at 45 checks per day. Do you realize that you're not even, you're barely a 10th of the way to odds? 400 is only a 10th of the odds for Gimmighoul. It's terrible. Terrible odds. Then you got people out there. I did get a good chuckle. Quick Panic is a kind of newerish sort of friend that I made in Hartford at the regionals, and he is a full odds hunter. Very nice guy. Of course, we have very differing philosophies on shiny hunting. He's full odds. I am not. I believe in trying to get all of the shinies so I have access to whatever I want whenever I want to be able to battle with it. That's my whole thing. I don't really care much about the story behind my shinies. Some of them are great. My Groudon's got a great shiny. My Esper has a great shiny. Tons of great shiny stories out there. But overall, I think it's also cool when they also happen super fast. Bro, that just vibrates the whole time you're throwing a Pokeball. That's unnecessary. They are giving some good stuff, though. Lots of nuggets, PP ups, bottle caps. I feel like I've gotten a good amount of bottle caps doing this. I will never get shiny hunters. Yo, love your policy on shinies. I'm the same way. I love to, you know, it was very quick when I started shiny hunting that I also wanted to battle. And I loved being able to show off my shinies. And back in, you know, Gen 7 and stuff, the only way to show off your shinies if you didn't run a YouTube channel was to battle. It was to go into a battle and show off what you caught. Like, that was how you showed off a shiny. Because I remember telling one of my friends, one of the only friends I had at the time, because I didn't have Pokemon friends, I didn't have a channel at the time. I was like, okay, I got a shiny Pokemon. And he's like, that's cool. And I was like, what do I do with it? And I said, I was like, I remember asking, I was like, are shiny Pokemon like better statistically? Like, do they have like better stats? Are they stronger? And he's like, no. I'm like, do they get you anything? Like, do you take them somewhere in the game? No. Are they part of like any research or like side tasks or quests? He's like, no. I was like, well, then what do I do with shiny Pokemon? I was like, I don't get it. I don't get it. What do I do with it? He's like, well, you could battle with it. He's like, go show it off in a battle. I was like, is that low key like the only way to show off a shiny Pokemon? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh my God. Good times, good times. Explaining a shiny Pokemon to someone who's not a shiny hunter makes you sound insane. My favorite saying that I have ever come up with, I don't know if anyone ever said it before me, it's completely likely. If you've ever heard the expression of doing something over and over again and expecting different results is insanity. If you've never heard that, it's a common saying in my opinion. I've heard it. Doing something over and over again, expecting different result, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results is insanity. And I added on to it. I was like, unless you're shiny hunting, then it's a Tuesday. You know, I thought it was funny. Shut up, I'm funny. Leave me alone. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm super close to my shiny living dex. And doing that, I think in how long have I been doing that? Like 2.5, 3 years? Cause I didn't start the shiny living dex until I think the DLCs were out in Sword and Shield already, so. Boo, get off the stage. Or a Wednesday, yeah. I didn't start my shiny living dex until both DLCs were out in Sword and Shield. And then I started the shiny living dex, and to only be like 80 away right now is not that bad. So, been doing pretty well. This one does not look shiny to me. It would be cool though. I'll still say it would be cool to get one. And that's why we do it. I've had some pretty crazy shinies in the past. Long and short. Oh, Groudon. Oh, Groudon. Do you consider seeded raid shinies not legal? Seeded raid shinies. What's a seeded raid shiny? Like somebody looked into the coding and saw that it will always be a shiny at X point. By definition, is that what that is? Been wanting to do better battles and hunting recently, but the new place is in the outskirts of town, so reception is only like 1 or 2 borrows. Works in anything. What? Like a raid glitch in Sword and Shield. Yes. So here's my opinion. Yo, what's up, Matt? My opinion is that no. Because hypothetically speaking, you could actually get that shiny legitimately. It's not a glitch. Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's a glitch. Egg and ferret hose, yeah. So I would say it's not actually a glitch because you could legitimately come across it. It's just that it's way further down. You're just basically forcing the shiny to appear now. So no, I find those legal as long as it's your OT, you put in the work. I used to say this back in Sword and Shield. You could kind of argue that it's a shiny hunting method. A little bit you could argue. Like there were some people, I know Egg for one of my birthdays, he shiny hunted out a 5 IV shiny Mimikyu for me. And he just hosted this shiny Mimikyu for the community. People were able to get tons of Mimikyus all day long. Shiny Mimikyu, which was so much fun in Gen 8. So I mean, like, I don't find seeded raids for Gimmighoul right now. I wouldn't even argue against that because really you're just doing the community a favor. Egg is actually, I believe, in Gingy's server. I've seen him like comment and stuff out there, so he's around. I don't know. Just probably doesn't care about Pokemon, which is fun. Let's see here. Where is that one? You can see where I actually thought it was shiny. Oh, what? Look at this. Pokeball, Pokeball, Pokeball. All of them Pokeballs. Luxury Ball. Because I thought there was a shiny. I was like, okay, yeah. I mean, I think I can spot them, but then even still, I mean, I'm not. I got it wrong. It's like, oh, that one might be shiny. It's like, all right, if I think it's shiny, I guess I'll throw a Luxury Ball, and nope. Not shiny. Tomorrow, I'm trying to host shiny gimme giveaways. Hey, yo. See, and then we got people just like helping the community out. To me, it's all in the opinion of the shiny hunter or Pokemon player, okay? Like, there are people out there, and I've used this too. My little sister, she was wonder trading in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and she got like one of those 6 IV Gen perfect shiny legendaries. And I'll tell you what, guys, the joy that she got from having that Pokemon, you're not going to tell me that wasn't a legitimate Pokemon. You're not. You're just never going to convince me of that. Because she had such a blast having that, and then being able to use it to battle me. She loved it. She thought it was the coolest thing. She was so excited. She called me right away. She's like, Mac, I got a shiny. And I was like, oh my God. And I think it was a Solgaleo too. And I was like, oh my God, and she's like, in a wonder trade. And I was like, oh. I'm like, cool. And I like, just let it rock, like, bro. A I'm back on the Pixelmon grind. I've still never been in Pixelmon, but you know, I'm somebody who wants to have my original trainer IDs on all of my Pokemon. So like that's the limitations I put myself in. I want to have my OT on it, but who am I to say that, you know, little Timmy over here, who I give away a shiny to, who am I to tell him, and then he's super excited about it, who am I to tell him, like, it's a fake shiny, bro, it's worthless, it's nothing, it's not real, it's a figment of your imagination. First off, it's a video game, Sprite. We should all just take a step back on yelling at little kids about shiny Pokemon and their authenticity. Any luck? No luck yet. No luck. I laugh at certain arguments, you guys. I've heard them all. I've listened to them all. I've listened to hear if they have valid points. Most of them don't. Ooh, Staravia. Ooh, I might do that one, y'all. This might be my last. This might be my last map reset, and then I might do that Staravia outbreak because I do want one in this game. I could easily just transfer one of the 800 I got from Legends, but people don't understand this franchise could end tomorrow. That'd be really weird. But yeah. Pokemon fans trying to not get mad when kids have fun playing the game. Hard level is impossible. Yes. God, I wish I could get Bloud in here. Bloud and I had a discussion today about whether or not dex cuts hurt the game. And it was an interesting conversation, we'll say the least. But like, there's the dex cut conversation, there's the genning conversation, there's whether or not genning is hacking. You know, hacked Pokemon versus genned Pokemon, legal versus illegal. Does genning hurt the meta? You know, all this stuff. Like, I've heard a lot of these. Like, I kind of really enjoy some of these conversations because it's I don't know. It's about how much you want to like support the company versus how much you want to support yourself and fans having fun. My cousin doesn't really play Pokemon, but when he got a shiny in Pokemon Go from a community game, he was so happy. And you know what? That's a great one. That's a great one too. The amount of people who discredit shinies because they were from Pokemon Go. Like, who cares? Like, who cares? Like, I get the community day ones. I'll just in the ever slightest way agree with that one. It's like, I don't look at my community day shinies as I hunted that. I mean, I made the time I went out. You should tell them the number of people that use Gen Mons in VGC. I couldn't care. I know people that use Gen Mons in VGC. I can tell you with 100% truth, I use valid Pokemon in VGC. Caught by myself. I hunted them. I always use my own Pokemon, even at the detriment of not having the best IVs. My Komala I used in Orlando. If he would have had 0 IVs in speed, I would have outsped a Torkoal and Trick Room. But because I didn't have 0 IVs, I had like 2 IVs in speed. I unfortunately was faster. Therefore, slower in Trick Room. Let's see here. That happens. Those shinies have no real value in life. Yeah, exactly. Just got struck by lightning. If you want to spend hours building a team, that's your choice. Personally, I prefer pushing a few buttons. Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, people get mad about this stuff, and more so than anything, too, is when you gen a team or use it. Like, I gen my teams for draft leagues. It's the only time I gen. But I gen my teams for draft leagues because I don't care, bro. Like, I'm not going to change that stuff up. Some of those Pokemon I only have one of. I only have one shiny of. And I'm not going to change that up every single week. Like, I'm not going to use all the berries and the resources needed to change that. God forbid I need to change one from like from an IV standpoint. Like, what if I make perfect IVs and then got to change it down? They should really add like a rusty bottle cap to lower IVs. That would be really cool. Let this sink in. If the Pokemon Company cared, they would do something about Jenny. Facts. And this is something I said today to Bloud, actually, as him and I were going back and forth. I said, if the Pokemon cared and wasn't lazy, they would do more. And I know people hate that statement of Pokemon Company is lazy or Game Freak is lazy, but the truth of the matter is they are kind of lazy in terms of their commitment to the community, right? Their commitment is to the almighty dollar. That's what their commitment is to. Their commitment is to the business and to making money. It is not to us, the fans. They don't care about us, the fans, at all, you guys. If you ever think the Pokemon Company actually cares about fans, they don't. They don't. You know, they gave this speech. I'll never forget the speech they gave about Pokemon Home, okay? Pokemon Home came out, the announcement for Pokemon Home came out before the Dex Cut announcement. And if you haven't seen it, you should go look up the Pokemon Home announcement and listen to it, because they make comments about, we know how important being able to carry this Pokemon from generation to generation is. And I think they talked about like collecting the badges and the ribbons and going through all this stuff. Like, they talked about that, right? All for it to be completely a useless point as soon as they announced Dex Cuts. I could have brought my Greninja from XY to Omega Ruby to Ultra Sun and Moon, and then I had all these badges on him, but I can't ever get the Galar badge. Can't ever get the Galar badge. So, I think it's funny, you know, it's like, they clearly don't care about us. They would be more involved. Their meta is, honestly, like, it's saved by PokeTubers. It is literally propped up by the efforts of content creators, because the company does nothing for their own meta, for their own like competitive meta that they built. Makes no sense. If the Pokemon Company actually truthfully cared about fans, there are so many things that they would do differently, in my opinion. And of course, these are opinion-based. You know, anybody at the Pokemon Company, any spokesperson, anybody inside the company is going to say, oh yeah, we care about fans. Like, well, you care about fans continuing to purchase your product. But when it becomes a debatable point on whether or not the new console version game that you made, whether or not it's better than the handheld Game Boy model, I mean, you should take some self-accountability and understand, did we just make a kind of bad product? Maybe a little bit? Like, should we have done a little bit better? Only time will tell if they ever learn, which I don't think they will, because their model works. They don't care about us. They care about roping in new fans more than anything. As long as they get sales, it doesn't matter to them. Exactly. Doesn't matter. But we'll still continue playing. I know I'll play the game. I do love this series, this stupid franchise. And it is because I'm a shiny hunter. As long as they keep making shinies, I'll keep coming. I'm still not past the first stage of masterwork research for Jirachi and Pokemon Go, though. Like, I'm still chilling. Still chilling on numero uno. I might get back into playing Scarlet once I get the DLC, if it's out. Interesting. Barry playing Pokemon? Barry playing Pokemon Unite? Hold on. Barry's gonna play Pokemon Unite? Wait, what? Barry plays games. Plays games with your heart. Actually, you're her brother, so that's weird. But you know what I mean. You get the joke. Do not speak of that horrid game when I'm around. Barry, what rank are you in Pokemon Unite? Have you gotten up to vet so that we can at least play with people who are masters? Quit playing games with my heart. Although games just haven't felt the same, to be honest. I don't know why is Pokemon so much less this gen than what it was last gen? Like, I look back to what my daily route, like what I was doing with the channel back then and what I was doing with viewers and, you know, how it all stemmed from one singular game. Why is it not like that? Why do you guys think Pokemon has like seen just such a drop off? What's your thoughts? 'Cause I have no idea. Because we technically have everything available. I think the mechanic isn't that interesting. And you know what's so funny about that? So, Andre, you specifically, I like that take. I like that take. Because the VGC meta, and specifically the VGC meta players, have made comments that I really just don't agree with. I think they're really bad take. So, a lot of them have said this is the best gen, and terrestrializing is one of the best mechanics that we've seen in a while. It's the most balanced, etc. Shiny hunting became too easy. I agree with that one. That's my take on it all. But like, I've heard multiple. Oops, God darn it! I'm all over the place with my button mashing. People have said this is like the best generation ever. And I just don't see it. They're like, this is the best meta for VGC and everything. And like, open team sheet allows for consistency and all this stuff. And it's like, consistency for what? For boring? It allows for very little team strategy. And we're not seeing interesting things. We may think it's interesting for all of a hot second. And then we're like, actually, that just makes sense. And now it's everywhere. There was also really nothing that kept me wanting to play. Sword and Shield routine and engagement lasted so much longer than Scarlet and Violet. I used to play Shield every day. Exactly, but that's what I'm saying is I used to play Sword and Shield every day with viewers. Like, we would battle, we would shiny hunt, we would do things. And now we don't do any of that. Terrestrialize allows it to be more competitive. Really, it's the same over and over again. Allows it to be more competitive. It's not that I disagree. It's that maybe I don't like the wording of it. Because, like, that would imply that Dynamax wasn't competitive. And Dynamax had strategies. It did. And the counter to Dynamax was basically either tanks or counter Dynamax. I don't know. I like shiny hunting being easy because as easy as it gets, it's still hard for me. Bish me. Because Shield was boring and bland. I just don't understand it, guys. I really don't get it. Sword and Shield, I had no problem playing that game consistently and being very, very active in that game. But Scarlet and Violet, I can go weeks without playing. I've already been bopping back and forth between all the old games. Like, I've been on Sword and Shield, and I've been on BDSP, I've been on Legends Arceus. This game doesn't hold me. Reg D, I feel, won't change anything. Reg D will 1000% not change anything. Here's the thing. We will find out the longevity of this game truthfully after the DLCs both drop. We need both DLCs. And when both DLCs are out and the dust settles and everything is final, we will see what the longevity of this game is. Right now, there may be some sustained interest just because people are waiting for the DLCs. They were announced, brought people back a little bit. There's been consistent raid events. But if you remember, post-DLC and Sword and Shield, we saw the lowest level of support from the Pokemon Company. We got 0 events. You got like a singular event here and there. Most of them were trash. They weren't worth it. People didn't care. People made fun of it. This one, at least it's a fun way to bring the starters back. So, but we'll see. That's where we're really going to be able to judge what the lifespan or the shelf life of this game truthfully is. Reg C is a pain in the butt. I hate Reg C with a fiery passion. Why do you hate Reg C? Community felt so much more active. That's the thing. It was very active. Our community was super active. Sword and Shield never had a letdown. The raids were always good. Sword and Shield DLC just made them better. I will say max raids, after a very, very short time in the very beginning, max raids were very useless to me. I stopped doing max raids. I never did max raids. I did max raid events. They sucked at giving out items, but I still did max raid events. But otherwise, their raids were, I would argue and say, far worse than Scarlet Violet. There will be a spike in pop, but I'm not sure if it can keep that same popularity post-release. I really don't think so. I think you'll see a spike. You'll see the spike. You're right. There will be a spike. And I'll tell you what, a little bit of a number that I like to use, I go to Twitch. I look at the Scarlet Violet section. I actually look at a lot of the Pokemon sections, and I just want to look to see how it's doing. I mean, let's look right now. They just dropped a big event, okay? It's probably the highest I've seen it in a month or so. It's at 4.1 thousand viewers. 4.1 thousand viewers with arguably the biggest raid event we've gotten since Charizard, because yes, everybody cared about the starters, but after a little while they were like, meh, same thing over and over again. Like, I didn't even get Inteleon or Chestnut. I did get Chestnut during the makeup event, actually. That's a lie. You got very familiar with Dynamax Adventures. Yes, I did get familiar with Dynamax Adventures. The league I'm in uses Reg C, and I can't use stuff like Hisuian Braviary. Oh, okay. That's why you hate it. So nothing crazy. What's Reg C and Reg D? Reg C and Reg D are the rules for VGC. I don't know. The Pokemon Company just doesn't seem to care. They just don't care. I mean, their money has never been in the game. It's good money for them, but their money has always been TCG. So their money was always going to be TCG. which is sad because if you like the games, I mean, it's a constant reminder that this is definitely not their number one. But they have TCG as an app now? Really, but why TCG? Are you asking sarcastically or are you actually asking me? I think that's it. A video game is more interesting than a card game. Yeah, but you can only... To be a collector, collectors spend millions and millions of dollars on TCG. Oh, God, that's already zoomed out. It's crazy. All right. Okay. May 30th, 2022. The company's total operating profit saw an increase of 115% and reached 460 million. Net profits increased 123% to 320 million. Overall, the Pokemon Company's 24th fiscal year, the games that stood out with their revenue this fiscal year were Pokemon Go, Pokemon Snap, released in April of 2021, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, released in November 2021, and Legends Arceus, released in January 2022. Let's see, what else do we got? Think about it. What industry makes more video games? What industry makes more video games or cards? If I think about it, it's cards every time. Like, that's not even a hard question. I think you're overestimating video games. People buy a video game, yes. But they've literally had to create this entire questionable and regulated industry of in-game purchases. In-game purchases didn't exist. You know why they were created? Is because people don't spend enough money on video games. It's not actually as profitable of a industry as you think. Because you buy the game and you have it. That's it. You're done. No card game is outselling a popular franchise video game. Bro, Pokemon literally does. Pokemon literally outsells video game industries all the time. Sports cards? I mean, sports cards, you guys, are literally outselling, like, the revenue and everything that happens within, not even just like the Pokemon Company, like, I'm gonna keep it to Pokemon cards, but you have the money that the Pokemon Company makes, right? I spend $150 for a booster box. I buy a booster box of packs of cards. I don't have the full set. A video game costs me $60 and I'm done. I'm done with it. And now there's DLCs, sure. But depending upon the game, bro, you're so far off if you think that video games make more money than card games. Cards sell, I mean, it depends on the card here. Let's be honest too. I mean, it depends on the card. Not just any card game is making hundreds of millions of dollars a year. But to be profitable like that, like, that's why we have some of the problems we have with the Pokemon video game, you guys, is because the Pokemon Company has to keep pumping out games in this 3-year span to make the video game sector profitable. If they take another year, they would probably be in danger of operating at overall a net even, and they're not going to make money. They won't have a profit off the video game industry. So I mean, they would have to do probably significant changes. We would probably see an increase in the game rate or the game cost. I mean, there's things that would happen if you asked them to take another year, which I would love that. I would love if they would take another year and give me a better freaking game than this. That's their whole thing, though. That's their whole thing with video games. They have to pump it out from a fiscal standpoint. Pokemon's net worth, earnings, and revenue. 2022 numbers revealed. Let's see here. All right. Here you go, Andre. Here it is right here. Licensed merchandise, which includes the card game. It doesn't unfortunately have it broken out, but the licensed merchandise for Pokemon made $91.305 billion in 2022. That's the cards. The video game section made $27.145 billion. Now, even if you, I mean, obviously this licensed merchandise is going to be a very large and encompassing section. But even if you took the card game out of that, I don't know if it's in this article. I'm looking down here. They outsourced to Ilka to get a better video game. That was not the reason that they outsourced. Pokemon. Found it. Okay. Pokemon TCG sales. Oh, shoot. No, this says how many cards. Buggers. 52.9 billion cards were sold in 2022. 2023's fiscal year. When compared to last year's financial results of 9.1 billion cards, the sales difference is 6.59%. In addition, the number of card sales has increased by 22.4%. That's good for 18.3 for their lifetime sales. Sales history, it doesn't have the financial numbers. I would say, you know, if I'm looking at that number and you have $97 billion sold on licensed merchandise, and then you have $27 billion sold on video games, right? This is from the actual Pokemon Company International's website, press site release. I'm surprised. They only talk. All their language is how many cards they sold. They sold 22 billion Pokemon TCG cards in 2021. Like, it doesn't say, like, we made this much money from selling cards. $64.16. So $64 billion. So you have a $64 billion difference between licensed merchandise and video games. Okay? $64 billion. like, there's no way that plushies and all of the various Pokemon merchandise makes up 64 billion. And that would put video games and Pokemon cards on the same level. Okay? So, like, there's no way the video games will ever come close to touching what they make from the TCG. So, the video games do not sell or do not profit the same way that card games are going to. It's just, they won't. All right, well, that's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna bounce. We didn't get the Gimmighoul. No, you know, right? We didn't. I didn't even look, really. I don't think I was checking. I'm only at 29 raids. 29 raids. No shiny Gimmighoul. But we will continue tomorrow. We'll see. I think so. Yeah, I think I will. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to get out. You guys have a great night. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. Have a great life. And I will catch you guys next time. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Later.